Ernest Singleton in the white and blue trunks, and Chris Williams in the gold and black trunks.
And the touch of the gloves. Chris having a real wide stance, almost like a boxing type stance, and Ernest showing some authentic Muay Thai, trying to tap that front foot, showing he's light on his feet. And the leg kick from Ernest. Both guys still filling each other out. Chris looking for that overhand right, but he's standing in the southpaw position for Chris Williams. So
Chris Williams hits with that right hand jab.
Ernest throwing that straight right, and he found a home for it with the body kick, the right body kick behind it. Chris coming over top with the right hand. Doing a good job right now, both guys. But Chris is starting to push the pressure a little bit on Ernest, but Ernest isn't backing down, keeping his hands up, chin tucked. Nope, that kick didn't touch from Chris. Ernest finds a home for a kick of his own.
That one landed. Both guys staying very calm during this first round.
Yeah, a lot of experience right here. Again, Ernest is only 1-0 in the MMA, but he trains with some experience. Yeah, Chris starting to stand up a little taller. Ernest was showing kicks off early, and Chris was having a wide stance. So out of that wide stance, you can't really defend and return kicks of your own. So you can see him now standing up tall.
I was going to ask, in that wide stance, it's hard to get a kick off in a wide stance because you don't have anywhere to go when you're already spread that wide.
Yeah, it's kind of – Ernest found a home for a body kick with his right leg again. Chris showing a little wincing that it kind of affected him a little bit. So see if Ernest keeps going to that. But yeah, it's a little more about like how you need to transition your feet to get the kick to go in the legal way. You know, when people aren't doing their feet right, that's when people are starting to kick in the, in the balls and things like that. So yeah, that's why the stance changed, and Chris is coming more into a kickboxing type thing. Chris landing a left hand over the top of a right hand from Ernest. And when you got a southpaw orthodox situation like this, weird things like that start happening. Ernest doing a good job listening to his coach, Chadrick Turner, asking for that inside leg that Ernest threw right away. Ernest keeping some good head movement, followed by a leg kick and a right hand that found a home. Both guys staying nice and composed, though. Chris's corner asking for some pressure. Both guys are standing in the middle. Nobody's going back. Nobody's going forward. Just right there showing off what they've been working on.
Ernest's shorts have come undone, so hopefully they'll make it through this first round.
All them body kicks he done thrown. Yes, great job defending that takedown by Ernest.
Through the first round.
Yeah. Chris had to throw a last-minute takedown. He noticed he was down in points and had to throw that last-minute body kick. And Chris had to throw that last-minute takedown to try and get some points back, but stuffed by Ernest, probably making that a 10-8 round. Yeah, we could say it was a slow first round, but I think if we looked at the numbers, there were actually a little more strikes landed than we thought. Ooh, Ernest landing a right body kick again, but Chris coming right over top with the left hand. Chadrick Turner yelling for that straight right from Ernest, because he did find a home for that right hand early on, so he does need to go back to it. But Ernest didn't too much commit to it, but he did a good job of switching it to a inside leg kick. So Ernest looking great, man, defending some heavy blows. Chris knows he's down in points, so he's swinging a little more heat behind his strikes. But Ernest is ready for it, and he keeps going to that body kick.
Yep, and it lands every single time.
Yeah, I love how in tune that Ernest and Chadrick Turner are. These guys have been training with each other since Ernest's beginning. So he hears Chadrick like it's his mama in there. But Chris landed the takedown.
Chris gets that takedown. At first, I thought Ernest was going to be able to block it again, and then Chris was able to get his hands behind those knees and get his feet pulled underneath.
Yeah, Ernest, he's still pretty new to this MMA, BJJ stuff, and he kind of grabbed the cage and used it to pull himself up. But Chris doing a good job doing what it takes to win a fight.
Ernest taking some shots right now.
Ref is on top of this. Ernest is taking some blows. He's still in there, but like I said, that lack of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is why you got to take these amateur fights. You can see for yourself like, oh man, I need work.
Chris trying to get that elbow and that arm underneath the chin of Ernest right now.
Yeah, Ernest doing a good job staying tough, staying calm. But Chris has one hook looking for that second, and now he has it. So this is what now Chris just needs to get that right hand underhook so he can flatten him out. But these are some big boys. So he might be able to just flatten him out like he's kind of looking like right now, and the choke is looking deep. Okay, but Ernest doing a great job defending.
Going to pounding.
And Chris laying down some big blows that are just kind of more scary to the ref for this amateur fighter to, be taking these type of shots. So Ernest needs to just explode, keep staying tight like he's doing, listening to his corner like he's doing, and he's defending the hooks. He got rid of both hooks, and he's back on his feet.
Good job.
Excellent fight. Ernest showing some real tough right now, and focus, staying in tune with this corner. And yes, nice job.
He did.
And I personally got to work with Ernest on pummeling earlier, and that just made me so proud to see him pummel for them underhooks.
And you know what? He's turned it. He's got those underhooks in right now.
But Chris knowing what it's going to take to win this fight for him, man. And he's realized very quick he's not going to win these fights by staying on the feet. And he's looking for these takedowns now. He's hurt. Chris is getting up slow. He's making faces at his corner. Ernest can win this fight if he stays smart and defends these takedowns.
Chris is pointing to his eye like maybe he took in that little bit of the ground may have taken an eye or taken a finger to the eye inadvertently, but
sorry about that, go ahead.
No, I was saying he is breathing really, really hard. So you said we didn't have any bang. You want?
Yeah, let me get that.
All right, there we go. So one of our great sponsors here at Atlas Fights is Bang Energy Drink. Got ourselves some Rainbow Unicorn.
And this is my first time, man. It's going to be my first time trying this.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what, crack that open right now and take a sip of that.
Okay, one second.
Rainbow Unicorn.
Rainbow Unicorn Bang.
Bang Energy Drink.
Let the good times roll and stop by Mississippi Coast Harley-Davidson and check out the electric-powered balance bikes for kids who want to share their love for riding.
Clear Vision Entertainment and Bayside Chrysler Dodge presents the 4th annual Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, Bike, and Truck Show at Biloxi's Point Cadet Saturday, June 13. 17 categories of judging with guitars awarded to overall winners. The Big Boys Toy Show with golf carts, riding mowers, motorcycles, boats, jet skis, Jeep and truck accessories. And a Miss Rock and Roll swimsuit contest with $1,200 in cash and prizes. Show starts at 10 a.m. Enjoy arts and crafts vendors, food and beverages, splash pad and playground for the kids and more. For more info, like Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, and Bike Show on Facebook.
In 2019, Big Play is even bigger with over 150 arcade games, bowling, go-karts, and our all-new 2-level laser tag arena. Big Play on Highway 90 in Biloxi.
Welcome to Topper World Truck Accessories, a one-stop shop for all of your truck needs. We install trailer hitches, UWS industrial toolboxes, transfer cases, and much more. We also have a huge selection of steps for easy access. Come by one of our 2 locations in Slidell or Gulfport.
They've got the candy.
Let me take another sip.
Go ahead. Cotton candy's another good one.
Well, that's good stuff.
So here we are in the 3rd and final round of this amateur middleweight title fight between Ernest Singleton and Chris Williams. And
Ernest feinting that body kick that's been hurting Chris all fight, and now he's
getting some body shots in.
Again, corner raging for some stuff, and Ernest throwing it immediately. But I was going to say earlier, times like this, that looked like a low blow. Times like this is where the experience comes in. You're a little tired. Can you still listen to your corner? Chris throwing a left hand that lands over top of Ernest's right.
Ernest follows with a right hand of his own.
Yeah, amateur guys, we're in a different state. Ernest is forgetting he can throw those knees to the head. Ernest doing such a good job staying composed, listening to his corner, landing that body kick when he needs, but he takes the left hand straight left from Chris of his own. Chris lands a switch kick to the body of Ernest, hunting for a finish, putting the pace on, knowing that this fight's coming to an end.
Right hand. Another body shot from Ernest, a knee.
Yep, working on the Muay Thai clinch now. Chris lands 2 knees to the body of Ernest from that Muay Thai clinch, but Ernest doing a great job breaking off. And Chris knows that this round is getting low.
And he goes and gets
goes
another
for the big
takedown.
slam on Ernest. Ernest lands the big double leg takedown on Ernest, but let's see what Ernest does. You would want to definitely try and get your head to your corner side so you can hear what they're telling you to do, especially in this case when your BJJ isn't the best. You're trying to get over there and hear what your corner says you should try and do. But Ernest keeping a closed guard, trying to keep himself safe. And he's really up right now, so Chris just going body head, just the traditional stuff on the ground, but he needs to be working to pass his guard. He needs to punch, start pushing that leg down and start passing. I mean, that's what I'd like to see. Ernest throwing off his back. Unfortunately, his jiu-jitsu isn't where it needs to be, but this fight will definitely show him that. And he's just throwing punches, little punches off his back, just showing his toughness.
And he gets that, Chris gets that left leg over.
His corner calling for that butterfly hook on the right side. Get that knee in and use it to kind of elevate your opponent and create some space to get up. But like I said, lack of experience. Ernest is going to come back from this. I think Ernest could have done what it takes to win, just because when Chris is on the ground, he isn't dealing any damage. And Ernest landed a lot of damage on the feet and stuff to take down of his own. So really close fight, but I think Ernest got that split decision.
All right, so the fight goes to the judges. We'll see how the judges score this. Once again, this is our Atlas middleweight title in the amateur division. Chris Williams takes the fight and becomes the brand new Atlas middleweight title holder for the amateur division.
How you doing? I'm Jonathan Knoll, owner of Broken Wheel Brewery. We want to welcome Atlas Fights to Marksville in Central Louisiana. We want to send a heartfelt thank you to all the fighters out there. We know y'all work hard and put your bodies through a lot, so sincerely thank you for everything that you do. And we want to welcome everybody to the official after party at Broken Wheel Brewery. It's going to be a real good time. We're going to have food and drinks, and again, thank y'all for coming out.
Paragon Casino Resort and Bud Light presents Atlas Fights 53. Bantamweight title champion Levi Moles versus Jonathan Island. Heavyweights Brandon Hebert versus Cam Cameron. Lightweights Justin Lamprez versus Carlos DeLeon. Flyweights Roger Reyes versus Melvin Lopez. Bantamweights Abram Sellers versus DeJuan Robinson. Kids 12 and under only $10. Doors 7 p.m. Cage starts to rattle at 8. Tickets on sale now at atlasfights.com. Sponsored by Shelter Insurance Marksville. For more info, like Atlas Fights on Facebook.
Iron Gym, your one stop for cardio, weight training, fitness classes, and tanning. We even have an on-site kids playroom. Whether you're looking to drop weight or build muscle, Iron Gym has everything you need with all natural supplements, personalized vitamins, and a DNA test. Come get yours to learn the right diet and exercise routine for you.
Come by and see us here at Iron Gym, 338 Tunica Drive West, Marksville, Louisiana, located across from Nannix for all your fitness needs. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Clear Vision Entertainment and Bayside Chrysler Dodge presents the 4th annual Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, Bike, and Truck Show at Biloxi's Point Cadet Saturday, June 13. 17 categories of judging with guitars awarded to overall winners. The Big Boys Toy Show with golf carts, riding mowers, motorcycles, boats, jet skis, Jeep and truck accessories. And a Miss Rock and Roll swimsuit contest with $1,200 in cash and prizes. Show starts at 10 a.m. Enjoy arts and crafts vendors, food and beverages, splash pad and playground for the kids and more. For more info, like Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, and Bike Show on Facebook.
And Dynamite finishes those wonderful introductions of our two fighters. And, of course, the first pro fight of the night, Daelin Wilson, A.J. Fletcher. I'm going to make Dynamite have a seat here and chat it up with me. I really thought I was about to be stranded here for this one. I was going to suffer.
Ugly Man Joe has stepped aside, and now, ladies and gentlemen, the gruesome twosome, vicious and delicious, set to ride here at the commentary table. Kevin and Old Dynamite going to call all the action for you here in this welterweight war between the Black Dragon, Daelin Wilson, and the Ghost, A.J. Fletcher, Florida versus Louisiana. And we know what happened in football in that matchup.
Here we go.
Here comes Daelin Wilson, going to push the pace there, Kevin.
Yeah, and then that's very odd of Daelin, because Daelin usually sit back, does some feeling out first. But A.J. Fletcher is tough, man. He's 3-0, coming out of the academy, and I'm telling you, watching him and seeing his fights before, he is going to be one tough competitor.
AJ recently graduated from ULL, University of Louisiana Lafayette. He trains at the Gladiators Academy. Now, that's owned by Tim Crater. Tim Crater, a former UFC fighter in his own right, and the first man from the state of Louisiana to ever receive a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. So AJ, he got off to a little bit of a rocky start in his amateur career, but he has been on a meteoric rise ever since he found his rhythm, and now is a professional, undefeated. But tonight, this will be his biggest test. As we know, Daelin Wilson is a game professional from the Academy of Pensacola, coming off a tough decision loss against Adriano Capitolino at the last Atlas event at the IP Casino. That might be the reason why you see Daelin more aggressive on this one, because it was such a good fight. I think that was the only reason he lost a few points and lost that decision. He wasn't the aggressor in the fight. I feel like he actually outfought Adriano in that bout, but again, sometimes it's aggression inside the cage, octagon control, all that factors into the judges. So Daelin looking to pick up where he might have lost a little ground in the last fight, and now he's really going to push it to A.J. Fletcher this time.
He is pushing it, just landed a nice right body shot or a body kick.
And you can see A.J., like he said in the opening video, he trains multiple times a day, every day. The young man is a physical specimen. He is a stud.
Now we're back into more of a feeling out stage.
Well, looking from a judge's standpoint, right now you see A.J. owning the center of the cage, and if you own the center of that cage, you're going to make your opponent try to find angles of attack to try to work his way in on you, Kevin. So anytime you're inside that cage as a fighter, especially in the stand-up game, you want to be in the center of the cage. You want to force the opponent to come to you. Make him close that distance. Make him attack. Now, I might not have the knowledge of your commentating partner here tonight, Ugly Man Joe, but Old Dynamite's been around the game for a few moments, so I can call it like I see it.
Yeah, it's been nice with Ugly Man Joe. I've been able to just kind of direct a question, and he's been able to handle it just kind of like what you're doing right there. So you're doing great. You're doing good.
Ugly Man Joe, fantastic young man, star so bright you got to wear sunglasses at night. He is going places, ladies and gentlemen. Keep up with that name, Joseph Holmes, Ugly Man Joe. And now you see Daelin going to the body. AJ trying to work a little sprawl game there, get his back up against the cage. Daelin going underneath. I'd like to see Daelin drop down here, maybe go for a single leg if he can. AJ needs to get away from the overhooks and switch to the underhooks here to try to control the posture. You've seen him try a judo-style toss right there, unable to complete it. And now we're back to the stand-up game, but look who owns the center of the cage once again, Kevin. So there you see A.J. looking. Daelin leads with a jab right there. A.J. back with the hands up, but still got the center of the cage. So he's forcing Daelin. You see Daelin shifting to the left, shifting to the right. When you've got the center of that cage, you're forcing your opponent to take those angles. So you own the point of attack at that time.
Nice body kick or nice head kick from or left kick from Daelin. Daelin again, once again on the attack.
How quick was the sprawl from A.J.? Daelin went for the takedown. A.J. flattened out in a heartbeat, and now you see A.J. taking that double underhook stance. Got Daelin pressed against the cage right now, looking to see maybe a little dirty boxing. I'd like to see a knee to the body right now, Kevin. I think A.J.'s in prime position for that. Daelin can probably lift that leg and block if he needs to. A.J. looking for the takedown. He wants dominant position. He wants to get Daelin on the ground, get on top, and really start raining down some punishment.
Daelin lands a left hand, but I think you're absolutely correct. If he can get him onto the ground, he kind of eliminates the power that Daelin Wilson has. So interested to see if he's going to be able to do that or if he's going to continue to stand up as Daelin lands that right hand.
Well,
now
knowing AJ personally,
he's cut on the right eye from that left hand.
Knowing AJ personally for a while, he always feels like he's the stronger fighter physically inside the cage. So he wants to get you down and get in that top position because he feels like he can overpower you. But he's learning here tonight it's not going to be that easy with Daelin. AJ's been in the cage with some game opponents, some great pros in the twilight of their career. But like I alluded to earlier, this will be his biggest test tonight. And what a tit-for-tat first round we saw there. This has Fight of the Night written all over it already.
IP Casino Resort and Spa, Bud Light, and Clear Vision Entertainment presents Atlas Fights 52. Heavyweight title champion Kenny Gardner takes on Chase Sherman. Lightweight title champion Omar Johnson will take on Michael McDonald. And heavyweights Nunzio Camarada and Tel Faulkner square off. Kids 12 and under just $10. Doors open at 7. Cage starts to rattle at 8. Military and first responders buy one, get one free. Sponsored by D'Iberville Chiropractic and Mississippi Auto Brokers. For more info, like Atlas Fights on Facebook.
Are you living in persistent pain?
In the past, I tried everything to get rid of my back pain, and nothing ever worked. Then I heard about the free persistent pain consultation at the Johnson family of chiropractors. I was skeptical, but I was desperate. So I took their offer of a free consultation. They came up with a treatment plan, and it worked.
Dr. Brad Johnson of D'Iberville Chiropractic and Dr. Scott Johnson of Johnson Chiropractic in Van Cleve.
Feel better now and get on track with a healthy back.
Just like money in your pocket, that's Super Pawn.
It's that time of year again, Gulf Coast. The Ruger All-American Sale at Dad's Super Pawn. It's a star-spangled savings on our line of featured Ruger handguns and rifles. Whether you're looking for your next recreational handgun, a brand new hunting rifle before next season, compact personal protection, or browsing our huge deals on all of our accessories, Dad's Super Pawn has huge savings at the Ruger All-American Sale.
Just like money in your pocket, Dad's Super Pawn.
Clear Vision Entertainment and Bayside Chrysler Dodge presents the 4th annual Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, Bike, and Truck Show at Biloxi's Point Cadet Saturday, June 13. 17 categories of judging with guitars awarded to overall winners. The Big Boys Toy Show with golf carts, riding mowers, motorcycles, boats, jet skis, Jeep, and truck accessories. And a Miss Rock and Roll swimsuit contest with $1,200 in cash and prizes. Show starts at 10 a.m. Enjoy arts and crafts vendors, food and beverages, splash pad and playground for the kids and more. For more info, like Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, and Bike Show on Facebook.
Ain't nothing better than sitting back and letting Dynamite start on a little bit of a roll, and as the closer he got to the round starting, the more fired up old Dynamite was getting.
Yeah, I've known to get a case of diarrhea of the mouth from time to time, but I've never been scared to run my mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Both fighters showing a little respect, and now that's all over. It's going to be hands laid and debts paid from here on out in this round, and there you see Daelin with that mean body shot.
Another body shot there from Daelin.
Going back to that cerebral.
Takes the takedown, gets the takedown.
And this is where AJ feels the most comfortable. Like I said, he always feels like he's the stronger fighter, and he is a physical specimen. So right now he's looking to try to work his way to the side. He wants to get the side control. Daelin needs to keep that leg grapevine and not allow AJ to get that side control. AJ gets the side control, he'll work full mouth there, and then Daelin's really going to be in trouble. And you can see AJ slowly sliding, trying to get that leg out, work to the side control. Daelin doing a good job right there. Finally crossed his legs, preventing that side control. But AJ got the over-under clinch right there. Now AJ is going to get side control. You see the blood starting to ooze from the eye, mixed with the sweat a little bit of AJ. And now he's got full side control. Daelin's going to be in a little bit of a trouble now. And he's really went from, okay, what can I do to get in top here, to now he's in protect mode. Now he's all defense where AJ is on the offense. So again, AJ in side control, kind of working his way around. Daelin doing a good job sliding his body, not giving up that full mount to AJ. Now, you know that's what AJ's working for. Possibly looking for a north-south, a Darce, or a Von Flue choke from this position. 3 different options AJ can work from. And he works very hard in his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game, training with Tim Crater and all the killers out there at Gladiators Academy in Lafayette.
So how much effect does it have with AJ obviously really starting to bleed from that left eye, from that punch earlier from Daelin? How much effect is that happening right now when that blood is just dripping?
I don't think it has much effect because you got so much sweat pouring into your eyes already. He doesn't even know that he's bleeding right now. I can guarantee you he's so focused on what he's doing. And now you see the skill of Daelin Wilson coming out the back door. Now he's got the back of AJ. And as we know from our friend Robert Turnquist, the current Atlas Fight middleweight champion, all the fighters that come out of the Academy of Pensacola, they are game. They're locked, cocked, and ready to rock, Kevin. And now look at that. We're back to a standing position. The bottom of the cage floor is starting to get a little loose because of the blood and the sweat. But these guys both back up, ready to roll again, and now we're really starting to see that blood from AJ.
A nice body kick there from Daelin landed. AJ's back on the attack.
So we got a straight stand-up clinch here. Daelin's going to back him into the corner up against the fence. AJ looking for those underhooks. Nice job by Daelin there. Just a quick slap, a hammer fist to the thigh. Going to soften that thigh up a little bit. Now Daelin leaning, putting the head on the chest of AJ, really leaning on him, making it hard for him to breathe. Not doing a lot of damage, but making AJ uncomfortable, making him think, look for a way to get out. And now Daelin thinking he's the better striker in this matchup. He wants to stand and bang, so brings it out of the corner. And now you see he's got AJ taking the angles, making AJ come to him. So now Daelin's going to wrap it up one more time with AJ. AJ over the top with the underhook on the left side. Daelin's got the underhook on the right side. AJ going to back him up into the corner. Here comes the knee, Kevin. You got to bring that knee up right now. Knee to the solar plexus. It's open. It's ready. You got to fire that off. Now AJ with the double underhooks, really leaning on him against the cage. Daelin needs to find some separation here, back away from that cage right now.
Daelin trying to work his way around. Takes a knee to the face from AJ Fletcher.
Those kind of knees you'll take all day. It's not pretty. You're not getting a lot of damage done, and it gives you the opportunity when he lifts that leg. If he tries that again, if he feels confident that he got you with the first one, you've got a chance to really snatch a single leg and put him on his ass right there. So now Daelin leaning against him, got him up against the cage, and he's in a favorable spot because his corner right there able to give him some great pointers on what's going on. Always work your fighter towards your corner. That way you can hear your coaches and get that advantage, get that knowledge from your coaches that you need.
That left eye of AJ Fletcher is split wide open right now, and as if you can't see it, it is draining blood profusely out that left eye.
But you got to remember at this point in the game, Kevin, this is a professional fight, not an amateur fight. So the rules are not so much the rules, but how much they're going to let these guys beat and bang. The damage they're going to allow them to take is a lot more lax at this point because you are a professional fighter. And now you can see it, the crimson mask starting to come out by AJ Fletcher.
Yeah, his whole half side of the face fully covered. They are banging with each other. Daelin gets him up against the fence or up against the cage. Fletcher rotates.
There's our clappers. Second round about to come to an end. I've got to believe Dr. Brian Heisey's going to come in and check on that eye of AJ. Hopefully he'll let this fight go on. You know AJ's not going to bow out, but it's up to the doctor at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. So he'll be coming into the ring and taking a look at AJ to see if he's okay enough to go on. We know AJ himself knows he's okay to go on, but ultimately it will be up to the doctor whether this fight continues when it comes to AJ's eye.
So you hear the crowd coming to a roar here, Kevin, inside the Paragon Casino here in Marksville, Louisiana. They know what they're seeing right now, a great welterweight war between two game opponents. Now, back to that psychological warfare that we talked about earlier. You're Daelin Wilson. You see your opponent's hurt. You see your opponent's cut. Now you see in his face, he's got a little more confidence. He's ready to roll.
Yeah, he looks like he's ready to do the whole full run across the cage and just start banging.
Now, if you're AJ Fletcher, if you still got that much mental capacity in the game, do you take advantage of that? Knowing that you're hurt, you're showing a little blood, he's going to come at you with reckless abandon. Now, you can take advantage of that and look for a mistake. AJ still letting the hands go. Great job with the spinning back. He's hurt. He's down. AJ Fletcher. The ghost is unloading left and right. Stan McCandless going to stop it. AJ Fletcher. Did we call it, Kevin? Did we call it?
Yes. He got kicked. That reverse heel kick up on the head. Talking about the mistake that was going to be made with reckless abandonment from Daelin Wilson. Talking about that mistake, and he made that mistake and dropped those hands and got caught with that reverse heel kick right in the head. It knocked him down, and then he finished it with the banging and the ground and pound. AJ Fletcher, the ghost, takes the win against Daelin Wilson.
Paragon Casino Resort and Bud Light presents Atlas Fights 53. Bantamweight title champion Levi Moles versus Jonathan Island. Heavyweights Brandon Hebert versus Cam Cameron. Lightweights Justin Lamperez versus Carlos DeLeon. Flyweights Roger Reyes versus Melvin Lopez. Bantamweights Abram Sellers versus DeJuan Robinson. Kids 12 and under only $10. Doors 7 p.m. Cage starts to rattle at 8. Tickets on sale now at atlasfights.com. Sponsored by Shelter Insurance Marksville. For more info, like Atlas Fights on Facebook.
You can't schedule an illness or injury. That's why AlphaCare Urgent Care is open late every day. With our X-ray, lab, and IV services, we give you the care you need when you need it. And we know your bill shouldn't make you sick. That's why we've partnered with your insurance company to make your visit affordable and stress-free. AlphaCare Urgent Care, changing the way healthcare is delivered on the coast.
Neolife Physical Therapy and Wellness is the coast's leader in comprehensive and holistic healthcare here in D'Iberville, Mississippi. We prioritize strong relationships, communication, and collaboration as a key to our ability to deliver real solutions to our patients. Call 228-280-8120 to schedule a free consultation, or learn more by visiting our Facebook page or by visiting our website, neolifept.com.
Clear Vision Entertainment and Bayside Chrysler Dodge presents the 4th annual Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, Bike, and Truck Show at Biloxi's Point Cadet Saturday, June 13. 17 categories of judging with guitars awarded to overall winners. The Big Boys Toy Show with golf carts, riding mowers, motorcycles, boats, jet skis, Jeep, and truck accessories. And a Miss Rock and Roll swimsuit contest with $1,200 in cash and prizes. Show starts at 10 a.m. Enjoy arts and crafts vendors, food and beverages, splash pad and playground for the kids, and more. For more info, like Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, and Bike Show on Facebook.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the dynamic duo right here, ready to saddle up and ride. Ugly Man Joe and the one and only Dynamite. We've got a great matchup right here. 2 seasoned veterans ready to go head-to-head. Copperas Cove, Texas' own Jonathan, the Samoan Savage Pati, taking on the Boogeyman from Lake Charles, Marcus Andrusia. Pati comes out the aggressor, owning the center of the cage, pushing Andrusia back up against. There's a big right hook. Now, what's going on right here, Ugly Man, in that Muay Thai clinch?
Yeah, no, but he landed a hard right hand, and that hurt Andrusia, and he followed up with some heavy knees, and really this is the pressure that is – no, I think that was definitely body. From our angle, the ref is over here in the same angle we are. It definitely looked like it went at an angle from the shoulder towards the belly button and avoided the face. But again, the ref being at the same angle as us, I understand why that could appear as an illegal knee.
Yeah, what he's seeing is the 3 points of contact that's considered a downed opponent. So you've got a knee to the head of a downed opponent.
Yeah, we're going to go for the replay right here. If you look at the screen, they're looking for the replay on that knee.
A little shaky on our screens inside the building here. But that's what our referee, Stan McCandless, saw. We've got Marcus Andrusia with 3 points of contact, and you saw him come in with a knee to a downed opponent.
Yeah, totally understandable. I would not be opposed to him taking a point. It is a professional match, and these guys' lives are at stake. So you got to be careful with your weapons. You got to know how to use them.
I think at this point, Stan's going to give him a warning on this one because in the heat of the battle, you see your opponent's down, he's wounded. You want to capitalize, go in for the kill so we can understand that. Now, if it happens again, I'm sure referee McCandless is going to take that point without question. As you see there, gives him a warning, watch your weapons. And here we go, 2 fighters meet in the center of the cage one more time.
I like the good sportsmanship by both guys.
Outstanding. They see Andrusia. He's a little bit trepidatious right now. He's felt the power of Pati.
Yep.
Not sure if he wants to jump back in the mix with him right now.
And like I said, Andrusia's going to need to push that pressure and look for the grappling exchanges if he watched Pati's last fight, because really the way for him to win is to do what Pati's doing to him. So it's not looking too good for Andrusia right now, but he's a tough guy as it shows so far.
Now, I hate to be such a cliche guy here, but you heard Andrews just say in the opening video that he's been retired for 4 years.
Yeah.
You got to bring up the word ring rust. How much is he suffering from right now? Because you might be a good athlete, but you don't get up in the couch and jump in this sport. You don't play MMA.
You also don't get in there and have an excuse or an easy way out before the fight even starts and tell people, yeah, I haven't fought in 4 years. Well, you got in here as a professional athlete just like the other guy, so you can't blame it on anything but mere talent and hard work. Can't take anything from Petit. He's been working really, really hard for this fight, working on his grappling, and it really shows right now, him dominating all the grappling exchanges.
You see Petit looking for those big forearms, the elbows going across the face of Andrusia. Andrusia doing a good job protecting himself. Doesn't want to get that big cut.
It's not super intelligent just yet. He's kind of laying there, but he's staying tight. Petit going for the Anaconda, or Americana, on the left side, giving him kind of trapping that arm so he can land some elbows. If he puts his knee over that near side arm, that would have helped him out as well to land some
And Andrusia should have did a better job shrimping up in that position. He could have protected himself in that Americana
but
attempt
Petit
a little
doing
better.
a great job taking them out, staying heavy, making Andrusia work, and he's staying calm and patient because he knows the end of this fight is near.
Petit really enforcing his will right now, just sitting down on top of Andrusia on that rib cage, making it hard for him to breathe.
Double caveman slam by Petit, and he's looking to finish this fight right now, and it's over! Yes, sir, Petit!
Declaring your winner, the Samoan Savage, Jonathan.
Let the good times roll and stop by Mississippi Coast Harley-Davidson and check out the electric-powered balance bikes for kids who want to share their love for riding.
Clear Vision Entertainment and Bayside Chrysler Dodge presents the 4th annual Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, Bike, and Truck Show at Biloxi's Point Cadet Saturday, June 13. 17 categories of judging with guitars awarded to overall winners. The Big Boys Toy Show with golf carts, riding mowers, motorcycles, boats, jet skis, Jeep and truck accessories, and a Miss Rock and Roll swimsuit contest with $1,200 in cash and prizes. Show starts at 10 a.m. Enjoy arts and crafts vendors, food and beverages, splash pad and playground for the kids and more. For more info, like Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, and Bike Show on Facebook.
Welcome to Topper World Truck Accessories, a one-stop shop for all of your truck needs. We install trailer hitches, UWS industrial toolboxes, transfer cases, and much more. We also have a huge selection of steps for easy access. Come by one of our 2 locations in Slidell or Gulfport.
In 2019, Big Play is even bigger with over 150 arcade games, bowling, go-karts, and our all-new 2-level laser tag arena. Big Play on Highway 90 in Biloxi.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is our main event, Calvin Hackney versus Josh Davila, as what we were saying, simply titled The Rematch.
Yeah, Calvin's corner, real serious about him giving eye contact there and realizing this is what his voice sounds like. And I quote, this is my voice, Calvin. Hey, great job. Whatever you need to do to make sure you hear your corner.
And here we go.
The rematch. Calvin starting with the jab. Throwing a hard right hand that finds a home, but Joshua kind of blocks it a little bit. Still hurts. Calvin got his hands low, but he's throwing his hands early. Davila landing a hard left hand, going for that head kick we were talking about. Calvin standing in front of him with the post. Definitely should have worked to catch an angle and look for a knee. Calvin doing a great job going for the Muay Thai clinch. There's really no filling out process with this match. These guys got to work.
Absolutely not.
Calvin looking for that hard overhand right. Back to that jab. You see, Calvin's doing a good job going to that jab because that's going to open up any of his other opportunities. He's thrown that right hand, and it's getting a little closer and closer, but that jab's going to be the one that gets it there. And Davila landed a hard teep that, right to the body of Calvin. See that right overhand again, but he didn't set it up with that jab like he's been. But he'll get closer and closer. That's the one thing. Don't give up on a move because it doesn't work the first, second, maybe even the third time. Stick with it. Find a way to get it in there. Ref doing a good job telling them to keep their fingers out of the way. Keep their fingers either up in the air or hands closed. You don't want to poke eyes. That's illegal. Calvin still keeping that lead hand low. Looking like he's maybe, trying to work that up jab that he just threw. Back to that Muay Thai clinch by Calvin. But there you go. Now he's working those angles. Those angles is what's going to land that knee from the clinch. You can't just throw a knee and expect it to land from the clinch. You got to knock your guy off balance. You got to change his posture, and that's what he's starting to do now. Both guys landing a jab of their own. Calvin throwing a 4 combo and getting out the way right in time before he takes a hard left hand. Calvin doing the professional thing to do, looking for that takedown. Calvin may be up right now in points, but he looked for that takedown to solidify this round.
I can tell you this, ugly man, one of the most deceptive fighters in all professional mixed martial arts, Joshua Davila. I've called him the Rocky Balboa of MMA for such a long time. He'll take a beating in the first, get stronger in the second, and then something happens in that third round, and this young man comes alive.
Yeah, Joshua Davila going for the single, and the initial single didn't work, so he scooped it for a higher single, not getting the takedown because Calvin did a great job keeping his back on the cage, but still, great effort by Joshua Davila.
And you see Calvin kind of telegraphing his next move with those eyes. If Joshua Davila can lock his gaze in, he can almost see where Calvin's trying to go with the next step.
Hey, this is a great fight so far. Calvin having some good head movement, and Davila having some high volume. Both guys working hard right now. Great job.
Now, we say this as fans and commentators a lot, ugly man. You know, you kind of feeling out process in the first round. You being a high-level professional, you've been in there. You've been in these wars. Does that really hold true in the first round? Is it somewhat of a feeling out process?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got all the nerves coming out, and the whole time you've been telling yourself, well, this guy's going to go for this guy's going to go for that. So you're watching it. And Davila going back to that single leg that he turned it to a high single, raising that leg all the way above his head. And this time he was able to land the sweep. Great job.
Good job by Hackney being so flexible. I mean, you can easily tear a hammy with extending that leg so high with the knee locked out. So Davila looking for that. Hackney hanging in there, goes low, comes up high with a nice right cross there.
He's been looking for that overhand all match, and now he's really finding a home for that overhand. Again, I'd like to see him follow that overhand behind his jab. It might be a little more successful.
I see Davila reaching out, trying to find the range, but not a lot of power behind his strikes thus far. Really just trying to find his range, but he's got to put some power behind those.
Yeah, Calvin's
a little damage on Hackney.
Calvin's throwing some bones right now. He sees Davila curl up, and he starts throwing like Sugar Ray Leonard.
Well, Hackney just ate a gourmet knuckle sandwich right there. The straight left from Davila lands in the mush of Hackney.
Oh, and Davila comes up and lands a left hook, looking for a really strange up kick from the ground. But Calvin's showing some awesome transitioning, looking for some grappling to get some offensive grappling of his own because Davila has definitely been attacking the grappling. So keep this match 50-50. Calvin has to go for some grappling of his own.
A very intriguing matchup when these two on the ground. Calvin Hackney, the stronger physically of the two, but more experienced in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on a higher level is Josh Davila. So does technique outweigh power? If these two fighters, you will find that out because, again, Hackney the stronger, but Davila the more experienced Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grappler.
Yeah, I think this round's definitely 50-50. Calvin looking a little tired, but hey, that's the name of the game, man. Landing a hard right overhand again, right to the button. But Joshua's showing toughness.
How you doing? I'm Jonathan Knoll, owner of Broken Wheel Brewery. We want to welcome Atlas Fights to Marksville in Central Louisiana. We want to send a heartfelt thank you to all the fighters out there. We know y'all work hard and put your bodies through a lot. So sincerely thank you for everything that you do. And we want to welcome everybody to the official after party at Broken Wheel Brewery. It's going to be a real good time. We're going to have food and drinks. And again, thank y'all for coming out.
Paragon Paragon Casino Resort and Bud Light presents Atlas Fights 53. Bantamweight title champion Levi Moles versus Jonathan Island. Heavyweights Brandon Hebert versus Cam Cameron. Lightweights Justin Lamprez versus Carlos Daelin. Flyweights Roger Reyes versus Melvin Lopez. Bantamweights Abram Sellers versus DeJuan Robinson. Kids 12 and under only $10. Doors 7 p.m. Cage starts to rattle at 8. Tickets on sale now at atlasfights.com. Sponsored by Shelter Insurance Marksville. For more info, like Atlas Fights on Facebook.
Iron Gym, your one stop for cardio, weight training, fitness classes, and tanning. We even have an on-site kids playroom. Whether you're looking to drop weight or build muscle, Iron Gym has everything you need with all natural supplements, personalized vitamins, and a DNA test. Come get yours to learn the right diet and exercise routine for you.
Come by and see us here at Iron Gym, 338 Tunica Drive West, Marksville, Louisiana, located across from Nannix for all your fitness needs. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Clear Vision Entertainment and Bayside Chrysler Dodge presents the 4th annual Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, Bike, and Truck Show at Biloxi's Point Cadet Saturday, June 13. 17 categories of judging with guitars awarded to overall winners. The Big Boys Toy Show with golf carts, riding mowers, motorcycles, boats, jet skis, Jeep, and truck accessories. And a Miss Rock and Roll swimsuit contest with $1,200 in cash and prizes. Show starts at 10 a.m. Enjoy arts and crafts vendors, food and beverages, splash pad and playground for the kids, and more. For more info, like Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, and Bike Show on Facebook.
Hey, I just want to say thank you to my sponsors. All my sponsors, there's so many, there's 13, but y'all know who you are. Thank you to my team, my coaches, and everybody that came out to support in Louisiana. Thank you, Louisiana. We love you guys.
Thank you, Jonathan.
A dominant win by the Samoan Savage here tonight. So back to the matter at hand. Calvin Hackney, Joshua Davila, the rematch here at Atlas Fights 38, the Paragon Casino. Right now, Hackney owns the center of the cage, a little more on the defensive. You see Davila jabbing out. Hackney with a wild overhand right there.
Yeah, touch the back of the head.
Down.
Nice spinning back fist by Calvin. Those are winning fights, but Joshua does a great job locking up the legs and controlling him for a second so he can start climbing higher. What Joshua needs to do at this moment is getting his arms behind Calvin's back and climbing higher and higher. I got to whisper because he's right here in front of us. I don't want to give anything away.
Well, Hackney actually in an okay position here with his back against the cage. That's preventing him from getting put on his back by Davila.
Yeah.
Davila needs to pull him away from the cage.
Yes, he needs to be climbing behind his back, pulling his butt off the cage, pulling his back off the cage, and Calvin needs to get to his side, get up on a knee. You know, go for a whizzer, which is an overhook when you hook their arm, and get up on your knee because otherwise you're just going to be getting flattened more and more and more.
Now you see
like
Davila
you're seeing here
turning
right
to the
now.
side a little here, so Davila trying to take a better position. But again, he needs to get him off of that cage. He's got him uncomfortable right now, but you're not doing any damage, and you're not going to better your position.
Yeah, like you see now. Like you see now, Calvin's digging that right underhook. That's what he needs to do right now. The overhook is no longer effective from this position, so he needs to get that underhook and get to his side. Like now he's on the side. I see a little cage grab, but the ref is really into this fight, making sure both guys are staying safe. But Calvin losing that underhook, that's why he's back flat on his back. And Joshua doing a great job flattening me out.
Well, a smart move as Hackney beginning to gain a little momentum, starting to stand up. Davila just snatched that leg out from under him. Going to put him back down so Davila can stay in the dominant position here. But again, got to get it away.
Looks like we lost a mouthpiece, but we're going to keep it going. There's no solid position just yet. Calvin doing a great job keeping himself safe, but he needs to get back to work. He needs to dig for this right underhook. He needs to start bumping. Everything can't be strength.
How about Davila with the hand over the mouth the whole time and not letting Hackney take a breath? And now got a little arm under the throat, a front chancery there by Davila.
Joshua doing an excellent job. Joshua doing a great job keeping that pressure. And a lot of times you might not get it the first time when you got the pressure, but just adding the pressure over and over again wears a guy down, and maybe later you'll be a little more successful. Great job, Joshua. Great pressure.
Just leaning, like you said, putting that pressure on. Now Davila owning the center of the cage. What a high kick that time by Davila.
Yeah, Davila doing
a skin slapping now, Joe.
Yeah, we got us a fight here. We got us a main event here, Dynamite.
There's a reason they call it the main event, ladies and gentlemen. We're finding out now. Davila with the feint, left and right. Here comes
and a hard double leg slam by Calvin Hackney. Perfect timing for that.
I don't think Hackney appreciated the high kick to the head there.
Yeah, but Davila's doing a great job right now. After that double leg, working a really active guard. He's not just staying there with a closed guard. He's opening that guard up. He's throwing a couple punches to create some space. Get him back up. Throwing a nice little tricky elbow you didn't see coming from his back.
But now he's got to be careful in a tough position. Hackney does have his back, even though they're in the wrestler stance. He's on all fours, but he's got to be careful in this position here. One mistake.
Yeah, Hackney going for a cradle. He's hooking the leg, hooking the head, kind of trying to flatten Joshua Davia out. But Hackney doing a great job trying to wear on Davia now. He felt Davia at the beginning of the round, so now he got some payback.
Now, such an unorthodox hold like the cradle there. Is that something you're really going for as a fighter, or are you trying to tease that other fighter to make him make a mistake, just kind of set him up for something else?
Yeah, normally you'll go for something like that when you're in a position where they're defending, and you want to kind of switch things up on them. So you'll go for a cradle just to add some pressure, make them switch things up. Yeah, make them start trying to make some mistakes.
And now we see Davila got that left leg of Hackney tracked again. Davila leaning on him, looking for a single leg here, maybe. Hackney just trying to hold on, keep his posture here, back up against the cage, not in any real danger. Davila leaning the head on the chest, trying to make him uncomfortable, but again, not a lot going here. Hackney able to spin out, still trying to get away. Davila relentless with the leg, and we're back to standing position again, Joe.
Yeah, it must be something that he saw from their last bout. That single leg must be one of Calvin's weaknesses. Davila doing a good job looking for it and transitioning into his chain wrestling. You can see the experience from Joshua Davila here. Calvin's still doing a great job with that jab and sticking to it.
Calvin's got to be careful. Davila's such a great counterpuncher from the head movement. You will see him roll under a punch and come out with the counters so quick, and he's caught a lot of fighters in his career with that.
Calvin doing a great job going back to that Muay Thai clinch, landing a knee very, very high. But if he would have started breaking that posture, he would have probably had more success with his knees, and he may have got that finish just now.
Great float over to end of the round there. Great wrestling shown by Calvin Hackney. Just not enough time to capitalize on the position. So here we come. Third and final round coming thus far. It hasn't been a huge action-packed bout, but it's been tit for tat. I would hate to be a judge in this position right now, Joe, because I've seen it as a pretty even fight so far.
IP Casino Resort and Spa, Bud Light, and Clear Vision Entertainment presents Atlas Fights 52. Heavyweight title champion Kenny Gardner takes on Chase Sherman. Lightweight title champion Omar Johnson will take on Michael McDonald. And heavyweights Nunzio Camarada and Tel Faulkner square off. Kids 12 and under, just $10. Doors open at 7. Cage starts to rattle at 8. Military and first responders, buy one, get one free. Sponsored by D'Iberville Chiropractic and Mississippi Auto Brokers. For more info, like Atlas Fights on Facebook.
Are you living in persistent pain?
In the past, I tried everything to get rid of my back pain, and nothing ever worked. Then I heard about the free persistent pain consultation at the Johnson family of chiropractors. I was skeptical, but I was desperate. So I took their offer of a free consultation. They came up with a treatment plan, and it worked.
Dr. Brad Johnson of D'Iberville Chiropractic and Dr. Scott Johnson of Johnson Chiropractic in Van Cleve.
Feel better now and get on track with a healthy back.
Just like money in your pocket, that's Super Pawn.
It's that time of year again, Gulf Coast. The Ruger All-American Sale at Dad's Super Pawn. It's a star-spangled savings on our line of featured Ruger handguns and rifles. Whether you're looking for your next recreational handgun, a brand new hunting rifle before next season, compact personal protection, or browsing our huge deals on all of our accessories, Dad's Super Pawn has huge savings at the Ruger All-American Sale.
Just like money in your pocket, that's Super Pawn.
Clear Vision Entertainment and Bayside Chrysler Dodge presents the 4th annual Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, Bike, and Truck Show at Biloxi's Point Cadet Saturday, June 13. 17 categories of judging with guitars awarded to overall winners. The Big Boys Toy Show with golf carts, riding mowers, motorcycles, boats, jet skis, Jeep and truck accessories. And a Miss Rock and Roll swimsuit contest with $1,200 in cash and prizes. Show starts at 10 a.m. Enjoy arts and crafts vendors, food and beverages, splash pad and playground for the kids and more. For more info, like Rock and Roll Car, Jeep, and Bike Show on Facebook.
Yeah, pretty tough fight, but hey, what do you expect out of one of our main events? They already handed out fight of the night, so I mean, I'm looking for a bonus as well. You know what I mean? So hey, both guys putting it all in there like they said they would.
So again, we're going to step back into the mind of a champion here, ladies and gentlemen. Joe, you've been out there round 1, round 2. Both of you've given a little, you've got a little, you've given some, you've taken some. Now it's round 3. The fight is almost over. What is in your mind right now when you're coming out of this corner?
Yeah, if I'm Calvin right now, I'm thinking to myself, I need to keep this fight on the feet. Davia just ruled the ground last round. Calvin did a great job getting back to his feet, but that put him down in points, letting Davia hold him down on the ground, land a couple elbows and hard blows. So if I'm Calvin, we need to work that jab, Look to set up some kicks to the body. And if I'm Davila, I'm coming out banging, man, because I'm up around. The momentum is all on Davila. He needs to come out banging, take this fight back to the ground off one of those single legs.
So let's see if he follows your advice. It should be all assholes and elbows, hooking and jabbing right here.
Nothing but love between these two guys. Much respect.
I tell you myself, for a fair weather fan, never been inside the cage as a fighter. That's hard to grasp sometimes when you're really trying to kill each other one minute, showing that respect another.
Oh, yeah, man. These guys got nothing but respect for each other. Come to the middle. They say, let's go right here, and they start swinging, man.
So we see Davila owns the center of the cage, making Hackney find the angles to come into him. Hackney looking for the angles now, circling to his right, goes back to his left. Davila staying low, not giving Hackney a point of attack from the grapple game. Hackney goes high. Davila
Hackney lands a little head kick of his own. And Davila has a high rate of attacks going on right now. The volume is high from Davila. But Calvin's hanging in there, but you can definitely see that Calvin's slowing down some.
Davila doing a good job changing levels with the kicks. Goes kick to the leg, punch to the head, kick to the leg.
Yeah, that's
really
tiring.
Hackney off balance.
Yeah, that's tiring, man. When a guy's shifting up and down, looking for takedowns, and then pretending like he's looking for takedowns, that shit gets tiring, man. Excuse my French.
Again, you see that great head movement by Davila right there.
Davila lands a nice two-piece, right hand, left hand. Calvin kind of keeping his head on the center line now, not having as much head movement as he was early on. But, hey, it's later in the rounds. You got 5-minute rounds. It gets tiring.
Hackney doing a great job when there's separation, letting the hands go, landing strikes. But in the clinch, Hackney not really throwing a lot of strikes, just trying to separate. And Davila's gaining those points every time they go into the clinch.
I'd love to see Hackney keep his hands up higher, man. Says he's been working a lot of boxing and a lot of sparring. Well, those hands low, that's not very professional, man. That's very dangerous. But landed a nice 1-2, Calvin did.
He slips that right in the mush of Davila that time. Davila staying busy, keeping the feet moving, keeping the head moving. There's a shoulder movement there. Hackney not sure where he's coming from, and you can see Hackney backing up a little bit.
Yeah.
He's not sure what Davila's bringing.
Calvin's game, man. He'll stand there and bang. A little blood on the head of Calvin. I can't tell if it's from him or Joshua.
Another nice exchange there. Both fighters back. Now, again, you see that deep breath from Hackney. Hackney really showing the respiration up top. He's breathing deep right now.
Yeah, but Calvin's doing a great job staying in the fight. He's letting a little too much go. Right now he needs to pick up the pace and start pushing his own pressure. He keeps getting his back put on that cage, and that's what can lose this fight for him.
I think we're seeing the blood from Davila actually right now, a little rubbed off on Hackney. Hackney goes in with the left, trying for the Muay Thai clinch, and now you see Davila staying busy. Not real lot of damage behind those punches, but scoring points in the judges' eyes.
Yeah, Calvin had a Muay Thai clinch, and he was going for that knee again. Again, not breaking the posture. It's called a tang. Pull on that head. When you get that Muay Thai clinch, yank on that head, and that's how you'll land that knee.
Nice low kick that time by Davila. Hackney answers with a 1-2 up high. Hackney with nice head movement there, backs away from that straight left from Davila.
Yeah, I got just grazed. Davila looking for that left hook. That's kind of grazing the chin. Those still hurt, man. Nice right hand, but Calvin, but he's standing here with his back to the cage, man. That's not smart. Got to get away from that cage.
You're absolutely right. You got to circle out in that position.
There you go. Calvin making adjustments to that single leg lift that Joshua's been doing to him all fight. Awesome job.
But again, Hackney backing himself into the cage and letting Davila push the pace. Davila backing him up. Oh, Hackney did not like the body shot.
Oh, wow, but what a tough guy, man. Got caught with that body kick. Hurt him, obviously, but manages to pull a takedown out of his ass.
That front leg kick to the solar plexus, you can see it damage Hackney, and he was smart. Hey, let's go ahead and take this to the ground. Maybe I can out-muscle my opponent now.
Yeah, Calvin's definitely going to need to look to kind of grind him out here, get that leg out of the half guard. But Davila goes for a Kimura trap, which almost got the sweep.
Davila going to get out the back door, and now Hackney got that chancery again.
Yeah, Davila's up on his knees, but Calvin doing a great job transitioning around to the back so that he can be more heavy on Joshua. Joshua's almost up, but Calvin did a great job moving.
And now Calvin just riding the back of Davila, putting all that weight on him. And what a transition by Davila. He's going to turn over, looking for the double leg. Might score a takedown on that, not real sure. But again, back to where we started in the second round. You got Hackney in a good position, but he's against the cage.
Yeah, Calvin keeping a hold of the head right now. Kind of taking a moment to breathe. He needs to let that head go. Start digging his arm underneath. Digging for his underhook. Getting up to his right side knee.
Davila's going to try to posture up.
Right.
Here a few punches.
Okay, very great job using them butterfly hooks to come up and get back to his feet. Awesome job, Calvin. And getting up here in that 10-second bell, coming and throwing hands, looking for a flying knee, and they're going to end this round, Vegas. And we got a full fight
right there, ugly man. That's how you finish it.
What a fight!
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Davila has been named your winner tonight in the rematch. So maybe we get a rubber match in the future. Calvin Hackney won and Josh Davila won. It was a great night. Atlas Fights 38, Paragon Casino, Marksville, Louisiana. You guys have a great night, and we will see you at the next one. Thank you.